Look at that, I didn't turn off my mic. It's okay, guys, it's okay. Hello everybody, all the 7 people in the chat, how you guys doing? Where's my intro? There is my intro. There we go. Welcome to Bitcoin Daily. Is the music fine? The mic is fine. There is no background music. We're chilling. We're good. Hope everybody's doing well. Anthony, how you doing, man? Morning. You are spoiling us now. You know what's happening, man. You know what's happening. And when something is happening, we are very happy. And when we are very happy, we do the Bitcoin Daily. Nate Spurs, what's up, man? Yo, the green is goblin. How you doing, man? So the question is right now, as you see in the chat, is Bitcoin getting ready for next move or what? Or what? Of course, all the bears are looking at this and it's like, double top over here, breaks down, goes over here, goes there, goes, break the support level, goes down here, goes over here, break, zigzag, tries to pump up here, bull trap, right back down below the support, retest, right back down to 60K. Okay, the video is done. Not so fast, not so fast. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's see over here what's happening on the charts. This is just my, what are you gonna say? Yeah, so yesterday I was looking a little bit at the chart and I was thinking like from the previous bottom in 2019 to the bottom in 2022, it was up 400%. So from bottom to bottom, 400%. So if it goes something like, I don't think it's going to go 400%. That's going to mean that, bottom to bottom is going to be 70K. But, it's going to be half of that, like 200%. So we can definitely see a 200% from bottom to bottom, 200% move towards upside, right? So last bottom was a 16K and the next bottom in 2026, 27 is going to be at, 48K, maybe a little bit lower up here, depends on how much it goes. But I was thinking like it's, usually the dump from the top to the bottom is like 70% over here. Over here it was a little bit more, it was 80%, something like that, right? 80%, 70%. So if we say like 70% over here, give or take, that means that, top is around, 150K, 150, 60, 140 to 60K, give or take in this area over here. And that, corresponds very nicely with what we talked about, a couple of days ago, that we got expanding musical instrument over here that goes something like this, and it goes something like this over here. And then we go over here towards upside up here, something 50, 60, and then go towards downside up here again. It sounds plausible. It sounds very plausible. And we go, we come over here, we go zigzag, go down here at 50, 40, 50 levels, and that's the new bottom again. And then, after that we go, 200 plus K at a later point. But, it does sound plausible. It does sound plausible. So I was thinking about that. Anyways, what's happening right now on Bitcoin? Let's go to the daily time frame up here. I still haven't bought and I'm not going to buy a premium because it costs so much money. So, we're not going to do that. We're just going to wait for the next, next Black Friday and then buy that. If you look at the chart on daily time frame, the last 2 days we just been zigzagging, guys. We just been zigzagging up here, and these two up here are very bullish. You can also see the bottom wicks on the bottom side. That also tells us that there is a lot of buying. We could definitely pull back a little bit over here towards downside, but mostly we are still looking for more moves towards the upside. There's nothing actually bearish that's happening on the chart. Even if you go on the small time frames up here, this looks like some kind of double top over here. The double top up here is target is around 89K or something like that. So we could definitely pull back over here, do the double top up here. Once it's actually reached around 89 or something like that, we should definitely see again move towards upside. Just like over here when we had on the bigger time frames up here, we had double top over here. The target is the distance down here towards downside, and you see also here we had double bottom down here. Target is up here towards the top. So this part over here goes over here and it gives us that target. So those are how the double tops and bottoms usually play out, right? You got some kind of double top over here. This the neckline over here. Once you break the neckline, the target is all the way down there. So it gives us like 88, 89K give or take. That might be the bottom if it goes down. Now, whether that's gonna happen or not, we don't know. What we do know is that we have very nice pivot points over here, and we got a bottom pivot point over here. So we can actually draw a channel, guys. We can actually draw a channel over here, and channel goes something like this. This is actually a very bullish channel. Let's go small time frames over here. This is actually a very, very bullish channel because the channel is going towards the downside. So we're just right now consolidating, waiting to pull back a little bit because we have been exploding towards upside, but it is still very much bullish. Nothing has changed. The bullishness is still in the air, and it looks very, very nice. 2 days left on the weekly time frame. It looks like, unless something, you know, drastic happens, it looks like we're gonna confirm this double bottom over here pretty much with this candle up here. The question is where we're gonna break the resistance level or not. So the major resistance level up here is at 93k. We still got 2 days left. Nothing is broken just yet. You can see here we're just barely just zigzagging just below that level, and we're just waiting to you know, eventually break that. But whether we're gonna break that or not this week, hard to say, hard to say. If you go to CME chart, we also see that CME chart is going to close in 12 hours. Right now it's coming to this resistance level up here at 95k. Still haven't broken it. It looks like it's going to break, stop there. Now, what might happen here in the next couple of weeks, or next week or next day, I don't know how long this is going to take. Some kind of consolidation either on small time frames or big time frames, and then we're going to continue more towards upside. Right now, that nothing seems to be bad. Everything looks nice and dandy. Even the monthly time frame up here bouncing very, very nicely, but we still got 5 days on the monthly time frame, so we're gonna see how high we can actually get. The important thing on the monthly time frame is that we still don't have anything right now. I mean, you need at least three pivot points. So this is our first pivot point, this second pivot point. You need at least third pivot point so you can draw a channel, right? So either here or here. That means that you know, we need at least a couple of more weeks until we get some kind of channel, right? So if this goes over here or something like this, then we're gonna get some kind of channel up here. I mean, there will be some kind of channel eventually, right? The question is where the channel is gonna come. And this on the big time frames is gonna be something like this over here towards upside, or these three lines up here. Maybe are confirming that you know, we might see some kind of channel that goes like this over here. So it goes all the way. So it goes all the way to the tops up here, and then zigzag up here, create some kind of channel, then break that channel towards upside, and then you have doubling up here where the resistance level should be eventually. But we still need to get another pivot point, because right now technically we only have 2 pivot points, and you need 3 pivot points to create anything. Now we could, you know, do this line over here, or over here, something like this, give or take. I think this, because this is the red one, go something like this over here, and then you can say, okay, now we have you know, enough pivot points on the big time frames. But I'm just, after this last move, I'm just looking at these, and I think it's gonna be interesting to see once we get this this last one. We're just gonna stop over here. Of course, our target is after breaking up here towards upside, but how this is gonna play out, it kind of depends. I don't have the 2 weekly. I have to go to the weekly time frame. Don't have 2 weeks time frame right now. So it looks something like this right now. Over here we got 1, 2, 3, 4 pivot points. So we could technically draw some kind of channel over here that goes something like this. Doesn't go something like this. Go something like this over here. Maybe some this there, give or take. Maybe up here. Let me just clean up everything. It goes. Let's go lower. Let's go daily. What did we say last time? This is broken, this is not broken. Maybe something like this. Maybe we can add that right now. Doesn't matter. I think we still need to wait a little bit more on the monthly time frame. It's a little bit too early, but this doji down here right now, this pump up here looks very, very nice. So we are right now on the monthly time frame. Our resistance is at 102k. What are we gonna break in 5 days or not? Kind of depends. Kind of depends. But it looks good. It looks good. Nothing out of ordinary is happening. I was looking at this channel towards upside on the DX on the Bitcoin dominance. You can see up here at the tops, or every time we reach the top, we pull back, we pull back, we pull back. Right, every single time we reach the top of this channel, we pull back. And right now, we can draw the channel again, so we can just have the channel. There we go. And right now we are at the top again. Now the big question is, are we gonna go to 70% or not? 70% is up here, and if you look at this on the monthly time frame, monthly 3 months time frame up here, give or take, yeah, 3 months time frame, give or take, in this area up here, that's the 70% mark. The question is this also gonna, you know, break up here towards 70% big fast before we dump and have altcoin season or not? That kind of depends. But the important thing to notice is that the Bitcoin dominance is at the resistance level up here at the top. And like, if you remember before, I've been talking about how this actually looks like a weak point up here. This is supposed to break down over here and go towards downside. That didn't happen. There is still much bullishness over here. So as long as it's in this channel, there is no altcoin season just yet. We definitely need to see some kind of, you know, big drop over here, something like this, and then, you know, altcoin season down here, or explosion towards upside up here, I think, before we see a big move towards downside. But it's gonna be fast, because altcoin season, this is the juice. All of these moves are like, it pumps a little bit, you know, over here also it pumps a little bit, but this is the juice, guys. This over here, this is what we are looking for when we're looking at Bitcoin dominance. So you know, something like this over here. You know, big move down, big fast move down. That's what we're looking at. Ape is dead. Let's not talk about that. Can't you use the points for your trading view shield link? I use it. Yeah, I think I have some points. I need to check that out. I don't know how to use them. I never use them, and I've been shilling that link for a long time, but not a lot of people have been buying, you know, with my shield link. But I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can get it, because right now I cannot use, you know, 2-week time frame or anything like that. Current plan, like recommended premium, but I'll check it out. Team got a rejected strike to 60k. That's bearish stock, man. That's bearish stock. 60k is all the way back down there. Now, after this move down here, I don't have, you know, when we're going down over here, there is a good chance that, you know, the trend might continue down there, but the trend is pretty much broken. So, you know, going over here and going down, that would be, you know, devastating. So I don't think that's gonna happen, especially considering, you know, our theory about where the top is and how this is gonna play out and so forth, so forth. So, you know, I don't think that's gonna happen. He's back, Vladislav. Yeah, I'm back, because, you know, stuff is happening on chart. I long Sui from 213C going for the all-time high 50 yanks gains are going, let's go. So you are on long on Sui. Didn't somebody, I think somebody was going short on Sui yesterday or something like that, right? Yeah, somebody was going short because we drew the channel up here, and he was looking for down, but I was saying that there is a very good chance for it might actually just explode towards upside, and it did actually do that, which is actually strongly bullish. This on 1 hourly time frame, so we are not looking at big time frames, but this is actually strongly bullish, because this channel up here is going towards upside, breaking towards upside, more consolidation up here, exploding towards this is Sui is very bullish, guys, right now, and do not short stuff. Do not short stuff. There is very high probability right now. You can see up here explode towards upside over here. It goes from, it went like 82%, but not as much as Turbo. Turbo went 300% towards upside. I mean, but yeah, Turbo is a lot more, you know, Turbo is a lot more volatile than Sui. You know, there is that. Turbo exploded 300%. So you know, what's happening up here is a consolidation. The question is, you can see up these big wicks over here on top. These are the sell wicks, right? So explode this. You know, people are selling a whole bunch, once this consolidation is done, we need to wait whether it's gonna go up or down, more down, because there should be some kind of channel up here. I don't know if this is the channel up here. Let's assume this channel. It goes someplace, this, right? This channeling, this consolidation part. So they need to exhaust the sellers, because right now people are selling, you know, it's 3 up from the bottom. Whoever bought down here at the bottom is right now selling, taking profits. But if it goes out of the channel towards upside, like you just saw on Sui, that Sui did, you know, this will indicate strong bullishness towards upside. So it's not time for sell just yet. On the other hand, it can pull back if there is a lot of sellers, but you know, then we have to look for next channel and so forth, so forth. Right now, I think we are after this first move to 300% towards upside, there is some kind of consolidation part over here that's going on. And we need to wait to see what's gonna happen after that. This is on the small time frames. 1 hourly time frame, daily time frame up here doesn't give us anything. We can look at the RSI. Oh my god, I'm so RSI. There we go. You can see it's a little bit overbought up here on daily time frame. But if you look at the big time frames, it's just coming back up there again, right? It's just coming back up there. And I think it's only just right now breaking the, you know, the trend over here towards upside, which means that, you know, this exhaustion up here towards upside, which start up here, the pullback towards downside over here right now, entire part up here right now is breaking the trend towards upside. It means that right now it can take a little bit of a while before it actually goes up, but over here is definitely consolidation and profit taking happening right now. So we're gonna see if it continues and how fast it continues, right? So I don't know where the channel is. I gotta be honest. I don't know. Like over here, it does look like the channel is going something like this over here towards upside. That means it's a little bit, you know, towards upside, but we need to wait what it's break up or down before we actually know anything else. Looking great, man. Thanks, man. Feeling good. Feeling good. So, you know, there is that. Anything else happening on the charts right now? VIF is up 10%. It's going more towards upside. You know, these weekly charts are actually more important than right now what's happening on the 4-hourly, because a lot of 4-hourly and 1-hourly chart, you will see, you know, if you look at a 1-hourly chart on stuff, you know, you see stuff like this over here, like explosive moves, right? It looks very, very bullish, but you gotta zoom out a little bit, especially down here at the bottom. And what you're gonna see here, that VIF, for example, is still down here inside the box. It hasn't gone outside the box. It did break the trend, for example, over here. There was a trend over here. You know, that trend is broken right now. It's going something like this over here towards some kind of trend over here, but the trend is still definitely, you know, consolidating over here. It hasn't done the big juicy move just yet, but I think everything is getting ready. Do you have anything else on the charts right now that looks interesting right now? Suya, of course, is up 10%, just exploding like crazy. So there is that, and I don't have anything beside that. So those are the big movers right now. Ethereum is up a little bit over here. Ethereum also on the weekly time frame got these two very nice dojis on the bottom. So maybe there is some kind of bottom down there at the bottom. Monthly is closing in 5 days. So we are still hoping at least to get some kind of very nice juicy doji down here at the bottom on the monthly time frame on Ethereum. That hasn't happened just yet, so we need to wait a little bit over here. But the juicy doji up here would be very, very nice. I don't know. Yeah, this is what we were at. So it's actually bouncing off of this midline over here, which is actually very nice. But it's on the monthly time frame, so it can take a little bit time. Anyways, everything looks good, nice and then the XRP held up the best out for all alts. XRP is doing nice. I mean, yes, it pulled back and big time, but here is this pattern up here, this big fat red candle, and then you have this doji with a huge red candle up here, and then you have these 3 wicks on the bottom side. But this pattern over here with the doji and this towards upside, this is called Morningstar doji pattern. This is a reversal pattern towards upside. So at least I'm looking to come back to these levels and then, you know, continue towards upside. But this looks actually very, very bullish. Any Cardano prognosis? Cardano is also holding up very well, just like XRP, because it pumped a lot, it pulled back, but it's holding very nicely. You can see down here it has almost the same pattern as XRP. You see this big wick on the upside, there's doji down, there is a big red candle over here. It looks like, you know, this is next move. So maybe now this is only 5 days left, so I don't know if in 5 days it's gonna, you know, be big red candle, but it might be 2 candles and, you know, then move towards upside. But it's been just consolidating. Everything's just been consolidating since the last pumps, right? So here we had a nice pump towards upside and everything's just been consolidating towards downside, right? And as soon as this consolidation is done, we can expect next move on big move on altcoins, right? Did I move my stuff? No, I didn't over here. Where it goes? Something like this. You can see it's not out just yet out of the channel. So this is just consolidating channel. It's explosive towards upside and it just, you know, consolidates, right? The way this actually works on the small time frames or any kind of time frames, right? After next move towards upside, we won't see another, you know, flag like this. We might see, you know, consolidation sideways or even exhaustion flag towards upside. One of these flags, either consolidation towards exhaustion flag towards upside or a sideways flag. Those are both, you know, we are very close to the top flags, right? And oftentimes what happens here, then you get another bigger move towards upside and then you get some kind of top and go towards downside, right? But yeah, you don't get these, you know, big consolidation. This big consolidation towards downside only happen before you are actually very, very bullish. But once you start going, you know, very, very bullishly, you don't get these moves down. You get sideways consolidations or, you know, upward consolidations and then just continue towards upside, right? And they show extreme bullishness. But, you know, by the time that happens, you know, there is that. Also over here, you'll see, for example, that happened. We went up here towards upside. We didn't get the consolidation down. We actually got consolidation towards upside or sideways, whatever this is. And then we continued more towards upside. But this is, you know, before we actually get to the top, there will be a sideways or upward consolidation before it goes up. So if you go to and look at Suya over here, for example, Now Sui is doing this on small time frames. Where was Sui right now? There is Sui, 10% up. If you look at Sui right now, on this move towards upside, and you zoom in a little bit. Okay, 4 hourly, 1 hourly over here. You'll see that once it starts going up here towards upside, and it is very, very bullish, you get this, you know, sideways consolidation or upward consolidation, because it's just so bullish, it just continues going towards upside. And I'm expecting the same kind of thing on bigger time frames when it comes to altcoins, and we are talking like big time frames, like weekly time frame, stuff like that. I'm expecting big move towards upside and some kind of, you know, consolidation towards upside, preferably towards upside, because they're extremely bullish. Everybody thinks that's the bottom and it just explodes, and everybody FOMOs in, and then you pull back after that, right? But this over here is very, very normal consolidation towards downside. It's not dumping, like, you know, dumping, just consolidating. It's waiting to get out of the trend. It looks good. Everything looks good, guys. Also getting ready. There's a lot, again, look for the boxes, guys. Look for the boxes down here. After these big moves over here, there is a consolidation part up here, and right now they're creating these boxes on the bottom side, right? We like to draw these boxes in blue boxes over here. These boxes can take a while, but once these boxes are established, it's pretty much, you know, before the next move towards the upside. All right, so you can have all of these kind of boxes. Sometimes you don't get boxes. If stuff is very bullish, it will just do a V-shaped recovery and go towards upside. And a lot of coins that are very bullish, they do that very soon. Like over here, Sui, there is no box down here at the bottom. It just goes down, consolidates a little bit, and recovers very, very fast. The other coins that are not that bullish, but, you know, they're still gonna pump because they're altcoins, you know, they do this, you know, bottom boxes on the bottom, and just before that happens over here, you know, they start going. But at one point, you know, over here there was it actually goes something like this over here. It goes down, consolidates, and it goes. Anyways, look for boxes on the bottom side, guys. Look for boxes on the bottom side. Good morning, John. How you doing, man? What up, Beardy? 3 digits. Anyways, guys, just a quick Bitcoin daily. Tell you everything is good in the life of Bitcoin. Consolidation, the big juicy consolidation is done. I think it's pretty much done. Like over here, we had a huge consolidation that's done, then pumped. You know, huge consolidation pumped, and right now we hear huge consolidation that dumped us down, got all the fear, and right now we can do the big stuff. Do the big stuff. I'm gonna go and you know, make my game. You do and do what you wanna do. Summer is coming. The nice weather. By the way, tariffs between US and the rest of the world are coming to an end. The thing that I'm looking for is, as soon as China and US agrees to a deal, it's pretty much over, regardless of all other nations, because everybody's looking at what is China and what is US doing, right? So when the United States making deals with, you know, Mexico or South Africa or Ecuador or whoever, right, to Bulgaria, it doesn't matter. But as soon as US and China makes a new trade deal, and, you know, benefits, you know, both of these countries. I mean, it's definitely going to benefit less China than US, because right now China has been benefiting a lot from US. That said, once that's done, the tariff war, this trade war, is pretty much over. Okay, so look for that. That's the cue. US-China makes a deal, it's pretty much over. That's what I'm looking for right now. And I cannot see anything else that's actually bearish right now. Yes, they're talking about a little bit of inflation, but I think people are over the fear of inflation. They know the inflation is high. If it goes a little bit more high, people are gonna, you know, be like, whatever, it's been high for, you know, 5 years now, whatever, right? So it's been going up a little bit, not 5 years, but, you know, it's been going up. So, you know, people are bullish. Summer is coming, it's nice weather, people are happy, there is a lot of D vitamin going on because people are in the sun. Trade war gets done, inflation, who cares, you know, people are gonna be generally very, very happy and willing to make some money. And when they see Bitcoin going to the moon, they're gonna come back to us, guys. They're gonna come back, guys. Anyways, have a nice day. I'm gonna see you around. I'm gonna try to do it tomorrow as well at the same time, same place. So, you know, stick around. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. Where is my stop button? There's